And Lacey got in touch. Lacey in Illinois, of all places. Hi, Lacey. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Hi.
Thanks for calling. I've got to
Oh,
ask the question that everybody always does when you're on like a long distance phone call. What time is it and what's the weather like?
it's after 2 p.m. over here. Yeah, I understand it's after 8 for you.
Yeah. It's about 7:30 and it's pitch black outside now. What kind of
Wow.
temperatures are we talking in Illinois today?
I actually haven't really checked weather, and I'm actually blind, so I can't see if it's dark or light out.
Okay,
So yeah,
but
completely blind. So
but not
yeah.
freezing. I'm imagining a sort of a bit of a
Mhm.
autumn vibes going on in Illinois yet.
Yeah,
Well, enough of the
definitely.
weather. Enough of the weather and the temperature check. Kids TV. What was it for you?
Well, when I was younger, I watched Dora the Explorer. When I was really little, I watched Sesame Street.
Yeah.
I watched Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, which was big over here.
So Sesame Street, I fully recognise. Big Bird, the Cookie Monster, all of that. I
Yeah,
remember that definitely got shown over here. I think it was on Channel 4. But what was it,
yeah.
Mr. Rogers?
Neighborhood, that was
Eh,
a show.
And
It
what was
started
that
back in the
about?
60s. So, I believe it's been years since I've watched it. I'm 18 now, and I watched it. I was like very, very young, and I
Yeah.
barely remember the show. But pretty much, it was like this guy, and the show started back in the 60s. There'd re-air episodes and stuff,
Yeah.
and he would pretty much talk all about different things and stuff. And he would have, I think, like different characters in that. He played the piano. I saw a
Okay.
documentary about him as well
Yeah,
called "Won't You
yeah.
Be My Neighbor?" Yeah, very
Because
interesting. And
yeah,
yeah,
because there's American shows like Sesame Street and was it
Mhm.
Pee Wee's Playhouse that I've heard people talk about, but that was never very big over here, but it seemed to have like a really big cultural significance in America from what I've read.
I don't think I've seen that show actually.
Right. Well.
So,
Obviously, didn't have that much of an impact. What about stuff like Peppa Pig and sort of modern day TV shows? Do you get that over there?
I love Sheffield Pig. I love that show when I was younger. I
Really?
had the toys and everything as well.
And that's
So
that's a British one as far as I'm
yeah.
aware. And that translated. I mean, I know we've got language in common and stuff, but like, did the does it have a sort of British sensibility? Do you think? Like,
I mean, there were different words used,
yeah,
but yeah, it was
and
like I loved it. I liked it because I liked the accent. That was why. And
yeah.
me as someone that's blind, hearing a whole different accent is, something that's like I pick up on more things, especially now. I pick up on more pronunciations, more inflections, ways they say different letters, different words, even, I pick up on things like that. So,
Wow, that's interesting. So I've got to
mhm.
ask as well. How have you come to be listening to BBC Radio Sheffield in Illinois?
Well, I had the BBC Sounds app,
Yeah.
and I once in a while will go through and see if people have been talking about on local radio, and I saw this, and I'm like, oh, I have to call in because I watched all kinds of stuff when I was younger.
That that
So,
that is amazing. That has made our evening, Lacey. That is
oh,
wonderful. Thank you so much for calling. I really appreciate it.
I love talking to you.
Oh, do call again. Thank you ever so much, and yeah, I'd love to hear from you again, Lacey. You look after yourself. Take care. Lacey in Illinois, there. Wow, gosh, did not expect that. What an amazing call. I've got Nina on the line as well in slightly kind of more local area. Is it Mosborough?